and Pittsfield.
Area high school baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana. Mark Fronick, April Fronick here as the Bowling Green Bobcats and Louisiana Bulldogs wrap up the regular season with a Wednesday afternoon tilt here in Louisiana. And
Wednesday afternoon delight.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But these two teams kind of in similar situations this season. Louisiana just picked up their third win of the season. They're 3-12. Bowling Green 2-14. Louisiana has a bigger district, so they've got more mountains to climb to win a district championship. Bowling Green won't play until the semifinals on Monday in their district. So we'll tell you about that and where Louisiana is pitching-wise as they played on Monday against Mark Twain.
Senior night.
Picking up their third win of the season. So we'll tell you all about that when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Back at Wallace Park, getting ready for the Bowling Green Bobcats and the Louisiana Bulldogs. Final game of the regular season. Mentioned Louisiana picked up a win, an 8-2 win on Monday, senior night against Mark Twain. But in that game, they used a few pitchers. So, I was hearing the coaching staff for Louisiana telling everyone in their bullpen, okay, you got 45 pitches, you got 42 pitches, you've got 27 pitches. So we may see quite a few just mixing and matching. And if Louisiana has to throw a lot of pitches in an inning, we could see a change early for the Bulldogs. Bowling Green doesn't have that problem as they haven't played since their loss against Clopton on the 6th. So they are full bore today, and they'll put Graydon Coleman on the mound. He throws hard. It's not the most orthodox delivery, but he throws strikes and has some velocity. So we'll see him on the mound today for Bowling Green. The Bobcats have lost 2 straight to Clopton, like I mentioned, and at Ellsbury. That was that 1-0. Actually, that was at Bowling Green, but Ellsbury was the home team. They haven't won since the 1st of May at Wellsville, and that win snapped a pretty long 6-game losing streak for Bowling Green. So they're looking to stop that streak. Louisiana's looking to put 2 in a row and actually have a streak and pick up their 4th win of this 2025 campaign. The coaches are exchanging the lineup cards, going over the ground rules here at Wallace Park. So we'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalader, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
I think the keys are pretty simple in this one. For Bowling Green, you want Louisiana to throw a lot of pitches.
Right.
Get deep into that pitching staff, wear them out early, whether that is by taking pitches or just putting a lot of batters
right.
through the batter's box.
Van Far and Clopton would love for Bowling Green to get them deep in it so that because Friday starts district play at Clopton.
Yeah, exactly. And Louisiana will have to play in the opening round. So we'll take a break, come back with your starting lineups after this.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for the Bowling Green Bobcats, and the first four are ready to hit, so they all have their helmets on and are ready to go here before the introductions are even made. They'll lead it off with the catcher, number 9, Mason Murray. Then the center fielder, number 8, Brady Huber. Pitcher in the 3 spot, number 33, Graydon Coleman. Shortstop, bats cleanup, number 5, Brendan Scherter. Then the third baseman, number 3, David Troutman. Batting 6 is the second baseman, number 1, Hunter Ince. Then the first baseman, number 4, Alex Reedy. Left fielder bats 8th, number 18, Carson Canese. And the right fielder rounds out the order, number 25, Calvin McCurdy. And Bowling Green is dealing with a couple of injuries, and we may mention those as we go along. So a little different lineup. We've seen the lineup before, but a little different than what we've seen lately for Bowling Green. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, they'll lead it off with the shortstop, number 3, Quincy Mooney. Then the pitcher, number 4, Landon Brown. Second baseman bats third, number 7, Weston Dieters. Then the center fielder batting cleanup, number 15, Colton Potts Johnson. Right fielder in the 5 spot, number 8, Jared Wilkinson. Then the third baseman, number 12, Evan Curtis. First baseman bats 7th, number 22, Brendan Hughes. Then the left fielder, number 10, Bryson Marks. And the 9th place hitter is number 6, the catcher, Will Chidster. So again for Bowling Green, Murray, Huber, Coleman, Scherter, Troutman, and Reedy, Canese, and McCurdy. For Louisiana, Mooney, Brown, Dieters, Johnson, Wilkinson, Curtis, Hughes, Marks, and Chidster. Those are your starting lineups. First pitch coming up next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield is located at 311 half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Set the defense for Louisiana ahead of the first pitch. Bryson Marks in left, Colton Johnson in center, Jared Wilkinson is in right, Evan Curtis at third, Quincy Mooney at short, Weston Dieters at second, Brendan Hughes over at first, Will Chidster behind the plate, and the first pitch from Landon Brown on its way, and it is popped foul, and we'll make it out of play for strike one to Mason Murray, and we are underway here at Wallace Memorial Park. Mark Froenig, April Froenig, the 0-1 pitch is hit up the middle, a base hit, a leadoff hit for Murray, and we're underway here in Louisiana. Leadoff man on.
Mason Murray, a member of the EMO All-Conference team.
And leads it off with a single here at Louisiana to bring in Brady Huber. Huber, the lone senior and lone upperclassman. So there will be no senior night next year for Bowling Green unless someone comes out of the woodwork.
I'm sure Coach wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. Ball high on the first pitch to Huber. Short lead off first with the lefty, and a swing and a miss evens the count at 1-1. Coleman on deck. I asked him before the game. That's a deep fence. You got it? He said, what?
And then he said, I got you.
Yeah. Fouled back off the screen. Count goes to 1-2.
I like he said, I got you. Like you're the only one pulling.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Man on first is going, and that one fouled out off the screen again. Still a ball and 2 strike count. Huber digs back in, still behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. See if the runner's going again here on 1-2. Not this time, and a swing and a miss, changed speeds on him, and that's the first out of the ball game on the strikeout of Huber. Brings in Graydon Coleman. Sophomore digs in. A big sophomore. Where's number 33? Bats on the right-hand side. Check on the runner at first, and a collision there. Everybody seems to be okay. I think maybe a little irritated as he was at first.
I think that was an unintentional chest bump.
Yeah. Well, they're officially friends now. That one called a ball, low and away on the first pitch to Coleman. Murray led off with a single up the middle. Strikeout of Huber. 1 on, 1 out. That one misses inside, so try the outside, try the inside, 2-0. Everyone very careful with Coleman. That one fouled off the screen. 2 balls and a strike.
You want to look on Facebook after the game? You've got Olivia Froelich here taking pictures.
Yeah, there's a lot of Froenichs here.
I would argue all of them.
Well, all of them within a 50-mile radius. Runner goes, pitch a strike. I think with the emphatic call there, he thought it may have been strike 3, the home plate umpire. But it's a 2-2 count. Runner was safe at second, and that one misses in the dirt. Count goes full to Coleman with a runner at second base and 1 out. 3-2 pitch. That one is roped down the line and fair into left field. Rounding third and coming home is Murray, and it's 1-0 Bobcats on the RBI hit by Graydon Coleman. So the stolen base pays off.
Indeed.
It's 1-0 in favor of the visitors and brings in the left-hand hitting Scherter.
The shortstop.
Saw him pitch last week as that one misses high and away for ball 1. A 1-0. This one chopped to the first baseman. Big hop. Gonna have to race to the bag. He gets there. 3 unassisted on the putout. Coleman goes to second. So now Coleman in scoring position for David Troutman.
Troutman, the third baseman for the Bobcats.
Where's number 3? 33. Coleman takes his lead off second base, and that one misses for ball 1. If the inning continues, Hunter Ince will bat. A 1-0, make it 2-0. Will Chitster had to use every inch of his frame to catch that ball. Up on the tiptoes with the glove over his head. 2 balls, no strikes. That one in the dirt and comes toward us on the ricochet. Coleman heads to third. 3-0 on the wild pitch. Troutman trying to send Coleman home here with 2 down. He'll be taking on 3-0. That one called a strike.
Yeah.
3 balls and a strike. Pitch from Brown is fouled at the plate. Count goes full. Had him at a 3-0, now a 3-2 count. And the payoff pitch is chopped to the shortstop. Slow roller, plenty of time. Throw over Mooney to Hughes to retire the side. Bowling Green gets a run. They leave a runner in scoring position in the top of the first inning. Bulldogs come up trailing 1-0 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
1-0 Bowling Green after a half inning. Set the defense for the Bobcats. It's Carson Canese in left, Brady Huber in center, Calvin McCurdy is in right, David Troutman's the third baseman, Brendan Schurter at short, Hunter Ince at second base, and Alex Reedy over at first. Mason Murray behind the plate, and Graydon Coleman wandering around. Now throw some warm-up pitches. He just slings it up there.
Man.
For Louisiana, again, it's Mooney, Brown, Dieters, Johnson, Wilkinson, Curtis, Hughes, Marks, and Chidster.
I haven't sit this close to him when he's pitching before.
Yeah. He's got some velocity.
It's a zip.
Murray got to be ready behind the plate.
Oh, he's up and away when he's pitching.
Definitely a different advantage here
Yes.
at Wallace Park than it is
That's
high
right.
above in the
clouds of Bowling Green.
air-conditioned
Paradise.
Yeah. Of the Bowling Green press box. So Mooney will dig in. He wears number 3.
Plays shortstop for the Bulldogs.
That one outside and run away in the bottom of the first inning. There's a strike, evens it up 1-1. Strike 2 as he's just slinging in fastballs.
Yep.
Against Quincy Mooney. The 1-2 swung on and missed, couldn't catch up with the heater, and that's the first strikeout for Graydon Coleman. One away, and it brings in Landon Brown, pitcher against pitcher. With one out and the base is empty. That one low for ball 1.
I had Landon with 18 pitches in that first inning. Top of the first inning.
Yeah. This one popped up, out of play. Evens the count at 1-1.
Boy, I like the parks that do have the pitch count up on their scoreboard. That's nice.
We just have to work a little harder.
That's right. Something I can always count on is my count of things.
Yeah. That one in there for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Brown with Dieters on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Just high, 2-2.
Did we not tell Liv that she doesn't get paid per picture and how much she runs around? She has been running.
Swung on and missed, and that's the second strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the game for Coleman.
Got to feel good about that. RBI single to start off the game.
Yeah.
Back-to-back strikeouts. Start off the day pitching.
And brings in Dieters, the second baseman. Where's number 7? Bats from the right-hand side. And the first pitch to him is outside. He started all 3 batters with the ball.
Peters, the second baseman for the Bulldogs.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Weston Dieters. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. And the next from Coleman on its way, in for strike 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the base is empty. Bowling Green a run in the top of the inning. Louisiana trying to get somebody on here with 2 outs. That one just misses, count goes full. Deepest count. for any Bulldog hitter so far. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off the sidewall, and Liv shakes it off. Shakes it off. Right at it. Our Eagle 102 photographer for the day. Another 3-2 pitch. He got him. Went high out of the zone, and Teeters was chasing. Strikes out the side, does Coleman in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 after one full. Bowling Green coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at ourpsb.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Inning in the books. Bowling Green leading Louisiana 1-0, and for the Bobcats, it's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Ince, Reedy, and Knies. If anyone gets on, McCurdy will bat in that 9 spot. Landon Brown starts with a curveball in for a strike to Hunter Ince. The 0-1 to number 1 is low and in the dirt to even the count. Ball and a strike. That one just drops low. 2 balls and a strike to Ince. Has the sleeve on the right arm and swings and misses to even things up at 2-2. That one misses as well. 3 balls and a strike to Ince. Leading off the top of the second inning. Brown's next pitch. Outside, and he walked him. Lead off man on for the second straight inning. First walk issued by either side. Brings in Alex Reedy. Reedy, just a sophomore.
Plays first base for the Bobcats. Oh, that almost went over.
Quick check on the runner at first, and it got past the first baseman, Hughes.
No chest bump that time.
Yeah. There's a strike called on the first pitch to Reedy.
This will be pitch number 30.
As Brown is set, runner goes, pitch low, throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Hunter Ince.
Well, that's sort of how it's the leadoff man in the last inning stole base to second, and then it was an RBI single.
That one fouled out of play. Counts 1 and 2 to Reedy with Knies on deck.
Graydon Coleman got that RBI single for the Bobcats. Not quite the home run.
Now, ball and 2 strikes, and up high, 2-2. First baseman Reedy digs back in and is ahead of this curveball, but it's going to drop in. Oh, called a foul ball. Or did he call fair ball? He called fair ball. It sounded like he said foul. The home plate umpire crossing the plate is Ince. Home plate umpire actually, I tripped over the catcher too while he was calling that. And now they're going to talk about it. Yeah, home plate umpire, the field umpires said, hey, the Louisiana dugout, I thought you said foul.
So
I
did
thought
the
he
announcers.
yeah, sounded like foul to me, but it's a RBI double and a 2-0 lead for Bowling Green. That one fouled off the screen. 0-1 to Carson Knies. Almost had the runner picked off a second and end up not making a throw. In the dirt, ball on a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. A walk, stolen base, and a double. That made it 2-0 in favor of Bowling Green, and this one is chopped past the shortstop who is covering second base. They're going to hold the runner at third. Runners at the corners, and back-to-back hits for the Bobcats. That's the key. Put it where they ain't, right?
That's right.
Brings us to the number 9 man, Calvin McCurdy. He wears number 25, bats from the right-hand side. Numbers are really a lot easier to see on Bowling Green's uniforms this close, too. And the ball gets away. They threw back behind the runner, but Bowling Green didn't have the double steal on. So taking second base with a stolen base is Knies. Pitch was, they call it a strike. That one's a ball. 1-1. Fouled off. Ball and 2-strike count. Reverse that. He called the first one a ball, so it's 2-1. This one is hit into short right field, right over the second baseman. One run will come in. They'll hold the other runner at third, and it's runners at the corners and RBI for McCurdy. 3 straight hits. The first 4 have reached for Bowling Green to make it 3-0. Brings us back to the top of the order for Mason Murray.
Singled in his first appearance and scored the first run of this game.
Takes a ball low. 5th batter of the inning. Brown looking for the first out. McCurdy going to take second. 1-1 the count. That one was called a strike. Bowling Green has fulfilled our keys to the game. They've made Brown throw a lot of pitches, and that one's up high. 2-1 to the Bowling Green catcher today, Mason Murray. The next, up high, away, 3-0. Excuse me, 3-1, and that one is hit past the third baseman. McCurdy will go to third. In to score is Knies, and it's 4-0 Bobcats here in the top of the second inning. RBI single for Murray, his second hit of the day.
Brady Huber was a strikeout victim, his first appearance at the plate.
Runner will take second. Pitch a strike. 0-1 to Huber. This one grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. It's a 2 RBI single for Huber. And it's 6-0 here in the top of the second inning for Bowling Green.
It was fire right up through the middle.
Purdy and Murray score. Not Ann Murray, but Ann Murray. And there's a runner at first with nobody out, and this one popped up a mile high. That's a major league pop up into short right field. Out to get it is the second baseman. He gets a nice little hip bump from Wilkinson after he makes the catch.
A little hip check.
Yeah. That's the first out as Coleman is retired. So pop out to second base. Still a runner at first. One down. Batter is Scherter, who grounded to the first baseman his first time up. Takes a strike. Runner takes it second base. The first one was actually called a ball. That one missed as well. 2-0. This one lined to the second baseman, having all sorts of trouble with it. Picks it up, throws over, and said he pulled him off the bag. That was just so sharply hit. I'm going to give a single on that one to Scherter. And it's first and third with one out. 5 have crossed in the inning to make it 6-0. Brings in Troutman, who grounded to the shortstop his first time up. And he takes a strike. Runner advances to second.
You got Huber at third, Scherter at second.
There's a called strike, 0-2 to Brendan Scherter. Excuse me, to Troutman. The ninth batter of the inning. This one slowly hit to the third baseman. They're going to come home with it, and the throw is offline. And another run comes across. Safe on the fielder's choice is Troutman.
We're going to go back to where we started this inning. Hunter Ince.
Runner advanced to third, so runners at the corners again. And a 7-0 score.
Hunter Ince started this inning with a walk, came around and scored the second run.
That ball gets away. Runner will take second. And a 1-0 count. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ince. Walked, stole a base, and scored. This one is hit into short left field and down for a hit. Here comes another run for Bowling Green. Crossing the plate is Scherter, and it's 8-0. So a walk and an RBI single in the inning for Hunter Ince. Over to third is Troutman. Runner will take second. They had him picked off. Now the throw comes home and in to score. Little indecision, just waited too long, and it's 9-0. I don't know if you can call that a steal of home for Troutman, but he does cross the plate on the delayed double steal. With Reedy at the plate, he takes a strike on the curveball. 0-1. Foul tipped into the glove, held on to 0-2 to Reedy, who had an RBI double in this inning scored. And the next, that's up high for a ball. 9-0 Bowling Green, top of the second inning. Bounce bounces in, bounces away, and the runner will advance to third. Count, now a ball and 2 strikes. One out. And misses, and then actually a 3-2 count. Reedy on the 3-2 from Landon Brown. Hits it in the air, right field. Charging on is Wilkinson. He'll make the catch, tagging from third, coming to the plate. Throw is cut off, and the run scores as Ince comes around. So we'll call that a sac fly. And an RBI for the second out. That is 9 in the inning and a 10-0 lead for Bowling Green, and Carson Knies will be the batter again.
Most alliterative name on the field today.
I don't know. I like the rhythm of Calvin McCurdy. Has a certain zing to it. That one's called a ball on the first pitch to Knies. Base is empty, 2 down, and a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Only 1 strikeout recorded so far for Brown. That was
Brady Huber in the first inning.
This one is rifled into center and down for a 2-out hit. That was a solid stroke to center.
Back-to-back hits for Carson Knies.
Bowling Green just having a big inning here. Searching for their 3rd win of the season.
Calvin McCurdy has an RBI single to his credit. Came around and scored also.
That one low and in. Glove full of dirt for catcher Will Chidster. Check on the runner at first and back in with a head first lay down. Wasn't too much of a slide from Knies. Almost like a half worm. That one high and outside, 2-0. Tried the corner and missed. 2-0 pitch. Bounces in, 3-0. And that one's thrown into right field, and the runner will advance to second base. Tracking it down is Wilkinson to hold him there. So snap throw to first. Doesn't work out as intended. Error on the catcher. And a 3-0 count to McCurdy. 9-run second inning for Bowling Green, and he walked him. Runner will advance to third as it went back to the screen. So runners now at the corners.
McCurdy just now took off to first.
Well, he didn't want to interfere with the throw down to third. And I don't think he quite realized what the count was. Didn't see that it was in bright letters right in front of him. I guess those are your bright numbers. On the corner for strike 1 to Mason Murray, batting for the second time in the inning.
Top of the lineup for Bowling Green.
Runner will take second, and this one is grounded foul past third. Made sure to watch the umpire that time for the hand signal.
I was watching Coach do some fancy footwork.
McCurdy back to first base. No balls, 2 strikes to Mason Murray. Runner goes again, held up that swing, takes the ball high.
McCurdy goes down to second. Carson Knies on third.
1-2 count to Murray. Huber on deck. Bounces in, 2-2.
Landon a strike away from getting out of this inning.
The only Bobcat not to get a hit or get on base or get an RBI this inning was Coleman, as that's a swing and a miss. Second strikeout recorded by Landon Brown, but 9 runs score in the top of the second inning. It's now a 10-0 Bowling Green lead. Louisiana coming up on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Gambino's Eatery in downtown Louisiana is hiring. If you enjoy kitchen, prep, and cooking, don't mind a little cleaning, and take pride in your work, we want to hear from you. We're looking for someone dependable, part-time or full-time positions available. Apply online now at gambinoseatery.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
To the bottom of the second inning, Louisiana coming up, trailing Bowling Green by a 10-0 score. Mark Fronig, April Fronig back here in the broadcast booth. Big inning, 9 runs, and let's see, they had 14 batters come to the plate for the Bobcats in the top half of this inning. For Louisiana, it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters as Coleman struck out the side in the bottom of the first. So Colton Johnson, Jared Wilkinson, Evan Curtis. If anyone gets on, Brendan Hughes will bat in that 7 spot. For the Bulldogs, trail 10-0.
7 foot tall Colton Johnson.
And he takes the ball low. He's a senior. Hughes, Curtis, the other seniors in the lineup. 2-0 the count. And the next, swung on and missed. It is dusty, dusty, dusty here at Wallace Park. I can't see what's going on my computer screen in front of me anymore. The 2-1, called strike 2. Evens the count. Johnson holds the bat high. Bulldog cleanup hitter. Takes the ball outside, count goes full. Back-to-back full counts that Coleman has pitched himself into. He threw 16 pitches in the first. The payoff. Ooh, he walked him. First base runner of the afternoon for Louisiana is Colton Johnson. That'll bring in Wilkinson.
Jared Wilkinson, the right fielder for the Bulldogs.
He takes a ball. He has started the first 5 batters with the ball, striking out 3, walking 1. Bobcats trying to crack a 2-game losing streak as this one's grounded to the first baseman. Kind of lost it in between his feet. The runner will advance, but the out made it first. 3 unassisted on the put out of Wilkinson. And Johnson into scoring position with 1 down. So he moves the runner over. And I believe
14 will be batting for Evan Curtis.
That's Clayton Betts, a freshman. He takes a strike on the inside half. 0-1, and the first batter, they started with a strike. Starts him with back-to-back strikes.
Is that ball moving even faster now?
I think he's a little amped up after giving up the walk and got him on 3 pitches. Backward K of Betts, and that's the second out, 4th strikeout for Coleman. Well, the runner in scoring position now 2 down. And the batter is going to be Hughes, the first baseman. Spins that bat in the right hand, top hand, and just misses with the fastball. 1-0. 7th place hitter. Misses again low. 2 balls, no strikes. Now he steps out. Right back in the box. The 2-0, ooh, up and in. 3 balls, no strikes.
I like Coleman's glove. That's pretty.
Is that a pale seafoam?
Uh-huh, with orange.
The 3-0 pitch got the call for strike 1.
Orange lacing, the seafoam green color. Love it.
3-1, and he walked him. Second walk of the inning. It's first and second with 2 down for the Bulldogs.
Bryson Marks, the left fielder.
His helmet has sunglasses. He's got those. That one misses inside for a 1-0 count.
Boy, he's hanging out way back in the box.
Trying to give himself every
Yeah.
millisecond as he was behind on that one.
He somehow ended up in the front of the box. Big step.
Takes a strike that time. Swung and missed, took a strike, 1-2. 2 Marks, the left fielder. Takes strike 3. Pair of strikeouts in the inning, up to 5 in the game for Graydon Coleman. Still a 10-0 lead after 2 full innings. Bowling Green leading Louisiana on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
To the top of the third, 10-0 Bobcats lead. It's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Bowling Green. Started off with Brady Huber, then Graydon Coleman, and Brendan Schurter. Brown's still out there, but you would have to think after that 9-run, 14-batter inning.
Yeah, I think just the pitch count gonna be a concern.
So Huber digs in. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single and a run scored. This one is belted into center and down for a hit. Drops in front of Colton Johnson. Leadoff man is on for the 3rd straight inning. Solid single into center. And that brings in Coleman, who popped out. Runner goes. Pitch bounces in. Lands next to the foot of Coleman for a 1-0 count and a stolen base. for Huber. So he's in scoring position. This one is ripped past the third baseman with a big hop. They're going to try and score the runner from second base. The relay to the plate is late, and it's 11-0. Oh, they called him out.
Called him out. No tag.
Yeah, there was no tag. And here comes Coach Matthew Jane. You still have to tag him unless it's a forced play, which it wasn't. But he's not going to win this argument.
No.
Ending up at second.
No.
Is Coleman. Cheats him out of an RBI.
Coleman over there first, talking to his first base coach.
Oh, he stayed at first? Okay.
Grayton Coleman was the only unanimous first team selection for the EMO conference baseball team.
Swing and a miss. First pitch to Scherter. Called a strike. Almost hit the plate. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one bounced off the plate, off the catcher into the screen, and Coleman goes to second base. He got the bare hand of Will Chidster. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Had him 0-2, now 2-2. This one hit to the second baseman under the glove of Dieters. Coleman's going to try and score. And he'll go in standing up as Brown cut off the throw. RBI for Scherter on the single. And it's 11-0 now officially. Brings in Troutman.
Troutman grounded out to the shortstop and reached on a fielder's choice, came around and scored the 9th run of this ball game.
Another check on the runner at first. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw down is high. And it's a stolen base. 0-1 the count. This one chopped to the third baseman and through Curtis. They're going to try and score the runner again. The relay is not thrown, and it's 12-0. RBI single again. This one for Troutman. He's up to an RBI fielder's choice and an RBI hit. He'll take seconds. No, he won't, as that ball's fouled back to the screen. 0-1 to Hunter Ince. Bounces in. Throw down. And a stolen base. Troutman gets the theft of second. And a 1-1 count. 1 down. Here in the top of the third inning. 2 have crossed for the Bobcats to make it 12-0. There's a strike on the curve ball. 1-2. Ince has walked and has an RBI hit, scored 2 runs. sticks the bat out to stay alive as it's out of play. "12-0. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 ends. And he swings and misses, and that's the second out. Strikeout of Hunter Ince, and that brings in Alex Reedy. Reedy has been on base once, has a RBI sac fly. Takes the ball.
Heard someone back here talking to a dog. I was like, oh, that has to be our kid.
And wasn't, was it?
It actually wasn't this time. I'm amazed.
This one hit over the second baseman into right field. Here comes another, and it's going to be 13-0 as Reedy collects his third RBI of the day on the single. And to score is Troutman to make it 13-0. Ooh, way out in front of that one was Canese.
Carson Canese, the left fielder, back-to-back hits.
Finding the count 0-1, 2 down. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the ball gets away on a swing and a miss. They'll have to throw down to first. And he is out there. Strikeout 2-3 on the putout. Bowling Green have to settle for 3 runs here in the top of the third inning to extend their lead to 13-0 over Louisiana, who comes up needing to score in the bottom of the third on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Just out to the mound, Graydon Coleman for his third inning of work. Comfortable 13-0 lead for Bowling Green here at Wallace Park. Mark Fronick, April Fronick. Final game of the regular season for both these clubs. Louisiana picked up their third win of the season on Monday over Mark Twain, 8-2. The Bobcats back-to-back losses to Ellsbury in 8 innings and to the Clopton Hawks.
I mean, 9-1-2, Will Chidster, Quincy Mooney, Landon Brown. If anyone gets on, Weston Dieters.
That went way high. Came back, hit the umpire in the backside. Want to know the count. "1-0, swung on and missed. Evens things up, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's pitch number 38 for Coleman. Misses inside on 39 to make it 2-1. Chidster asked for time. It wasn't granted, but Coleman stopped his delivery anyway, and now it delivers a strike to make it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The number 9 man, and he takes one low, maybe a little outside. Count goes full. Chidster has some speed. Swung on and missed. Probably chase one out of the zone on 3-2.
Strikeout victim number 6 for the Bulldogs.
6 of the first 9 batters go down via the K. And that's 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Takes us back to the top and a ball taken by Quincy Mooney.
As I mentioned before, Graydon Coleman, the only first-team EMO selection to get a unanimous bid.
That one misses as well, 2-0. To Mooney. Trying to get on for the first time. He struck out swinging his first time up, takes a strike. That one chopped foul, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That surprised the crowd.
Yeah, did skip over the?
It did.
Huh.
Whoa, this is ball.
2-2 pitch. Heads to the plate, goes high. Count goes full.
Coleman works quickly, but he does work into a lot of full counts.
Fouled at the plate again, still 3-2.
Sure, I heard someone say mom.
Well, I'm sure someone did. I'm sure there's a lot of moms here. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled again.
Ooh.
Almost off of Coach Jane. Sitting on his bucket. Another 3-2 pitch. He missed, and it's a 1-out walk. Third walk issue. Did I steal your thunder on that one?
That's all I have to add, Froelich.
1 on, 1 out. Landon Brown will be the batter. He's a strikeout victim.
I can tell you about the people that are talking to dogs and who's saying mom.
That one misses up high, 1-0. And Coleman does a little landscaping. Finds out if you try and kick dirt into that hole, you get a bunch of dust and no dirt in the hole. That one in for a strike, 1-1. Too dry, too windy today. Swing and a miss. Ball on 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 out. 1-2 pitch. He got him on the swing and a miss. Second strikeout of Brown, and there's 2 away. Brings in Weston Dieters.
7th strikeout for Coleman.
That makes sense because the last one was the 6th. That one misses up high. 1-0. Mooney at first with 2 outs. In for a strike, 1-1. Ooh. That one just missed. 2 balls and a strike. This one grounded deep into the shortstop hole. They throw over, not even going to be close. Throw gets away. That's the first hit for Louisiana. Dieters in an infield single. And it's runners at the corners now. Two down. And Johnson the batter. Colton. pitch number 59 is fouled off the screen. 0-1. Johnson walked. Was stranded at second. He was the first base runner of the game for Louisiana. Now they've got runners at the corners with 2 down. They need runs, down 13-0. Pitch a ball, throw down, and he is safe. Woo. Throw was there, just a bit high. 1-1 the count. Whoa. Sounded fake. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Every pitch you make, you're a pitch away from getting out of the inning, and that one outside. 3-1. He's just overloading a bit right now. He's got to take a little walk, and that's what he's doing. He backs off, rubs up the baseball. Glove back on. Back to the stretch position for Graydon Coleman. He comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Walked him. Wow. Second walk issued to Johnson.
And he's 7 feet tall. He's got the biggest strike zone.
Yeah, he does. The batter's going to be Wilkinson, who grounded to the first baseman last time up. And before we get there, we're going to have a visit from Coach Matt Jane. And I think he might come out of this game.
I think so too.
The body language wasn't good when he came out there. And as much as you want to pitch out of it, you hate having someone else have to deal with a bases loaded situation. But we'll see what the change is, if there is a change made. His glove's off.
It is. But
he's still got the ball in his hand, though.
He does. I know.
He's got the glove and the ball. Let's see if he can talk his way back on top of that rubber. 2 outs, bases loaded. You got a 13-0 lead, and he's going to let him stay in there.
Well done, kiddo.
Well, you know, being that unanimous selection gives you a little gravitas. So the batter is
At least it gives you room to campaign.
Wilkinson. Yeah. This one chopped back to the pitcher. See? He's going to go back to the dugout saying, I told you so. Throw to first from Coleman to Reedy in plenty of time, and the Bulldogs strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still trail Bowling Green 13-0 as we head to the 4th on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
New pitcher for the Bulldogs is Quincy Mooney. He comes in relief of Landon Brown, and looks like there's some other changes. Shifting from second to short is Weston Dieters. And taking second base is Landon Brown. So that's the only changes for the Bulldogs. And the 80 pitch. Colton Johnson is where?
Third base.
Okay, he moves in from
You turned my
center.
mic on.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Oh, goodness. And Landon Brown's out in center.
Okay, so the second baseman then would be.
That's.
I saw a 4. I guess it's not a. Is it a 14?
That's right. That's Clayton Betts.
Okay.
Who came in for Evan Curtis.
So there's all the changes. McCurdy will lead things off 9-1-2 for Bowling Green. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to McCurdy. And a good start for Mooney. 0-1 the count. 0-1, make it even at 1-1. McCurdy batting for the third time. Couldn't frame that one, bounced off the glove, 2-1. He's been on base twice, a single, an RBI, and a walk. Run scored for McCurdy. And Calvin takes another one high from Quincy Mooney. 3-1. And the next popped up on the infield. Who's wants this one? Shortstop late break, trips over. Somebody lost his shoe. The pitcher lost his shoe.
How did he throw a wheel like that?
Dieters trips over the foot of Brown, rips Brown's shoe off.
Mooney shoe.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And that's the first down. Wow.
Mooney threw a wheel.
So that's a pop out to the shortstop is what it all boils down
Indeed.
to. And the first out here in the top of the fourth inning.
Go to the top there. Mason Murray singled. It was an RBI single, strikeout. And here we are in the fourth. Hot pink batting gloves.
Uh-huh. Did he swing? Well, he said he held it up. 2-0. Looked pretty close. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, base is empty. The next from Quincy Mooney to Mason Murray. Up over his head, 3-0. And another to the plate. There's a get over a fastball to make it 3-1. Huber on deck. The 3-1 pitch to Murray in the dirt. He walked him. There's 1 on and 1 out.
First walk issued by Mooney.
He comes in the fourth in relief of Landon Brown, who goes out to center field and a strike on the first pitch to Huber. Runner at first, 1 out. Oh, that one right off the clavicle of the home plate umpire. And
I wonder if that was. You want to look at that slide again?
Well, he does the classy thing by going down to talk to his third base coach, giving the home plate umpire a little time to recover. Behind in the count, 0-2. 1 out, runner at first. Runner goes. Pitch low. And a stolen base, no throw. So Murray at second, Huber, 1-2 count. And the next heads to the plate. This one grounded foul to the Louisiana dugout on the third base side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Mooney comes set from the stretch. And a swing and a miss. Second time that Huber struck out today, as he's 2 for 4. And there's 2 away for Coleman. Which, if he gets that home run here, would make it 15-0. And set Bowling Green up to end it in 4. The rule is 15 after 3.
10 after 5.
There you go. Takes that one outside. Runner's going to advance to third as the ball squeaked away. And a 1-0 count. Mooney looks at that runner. Now delivers way outside. 2-0. I'd say he probably leads the conference in intentional walks this season. Called a strike. Inside pitch. Got the call. 2-1. There's nothing Coleman could do with that one. 2 down. Runner at third. Way outside. And a 3-1 count. Schurter waits on deck. Coleman, pair of hits and an RBI. This one grounded foul. Past third, a little wave as it went by from Mason Murray. Count full, 3-2. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. Bowling Green hasn't had an open frame yet. Mooney would like to record the first. Called strike 3, high pitch. Bowling Green leaves a runner at third base, still lead 13-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
13-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And right back out there is Graydon Coleman. He was almost pulled in the bottom of the 3rd. Talked his way into one more pitch, and he got a comebacker to retire the side. That may be the first time all season that Graydon Coleman struck out looking. He knows the strike zone. But got rung up on that one.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at Liv.
That's great. 13-0. And for Louisiana, it's going to be
Clayton Betts,
Yep.
Brendan Hughes, Bryson Marks, and if anyone gets on, Will Chidster.
And he swings and misses. That's the first pitch he has seen since coming into this ball game, and
holy moly,
make that 5, and they've all been strikes.
Coleman has sped up. His delivery, every bit of it.
Ooh, that one misses low. That was the exact same pitch. That was called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled. Still 1-2. Hughes on deck.
Betts was, that was the backward K that, like, those pitches came in so fast, and I think he even saw 3.
That one called the ball. That one up high. 3-2. Yeah, Coleman is making a point here, I think. Called strike 3 in the dirt. Got him looking.
That's strikeout number 8 for Coleman. And that brings up Brendan Hughes.
Yeah.
He walked and was stranded at first.
Pitch from Coleman. Swung on and missed. Right back for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Two Hughes with marks on deck. This one nubbed. Foul. It's called foul before it made it out of the left-hand batter's box, which not exactly how you do that.
Hughes and Coleman both. They just keep ramping up with each pitch.
Coleman spins that ball in his right hand, now delivers to the plate, and ball
2
right down the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Everyone seems a little more relaxed this pitch.
That one fouled down the first base line.
Look at it spin to the side.
Yeah, they had a lot of English on it.
I mean, Hughes just grabs that bat right back in. I like that.
Another 2-2. Almost hit his bat. 3-2, which we saw that.
Yeah,
last
Brady
week.
Huber.
Actually ended the game. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. One after one out of the zone. And that's the second out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Brings up Bryson Marks. He was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning.
And takes a strike to start this at bat.
Graydon Coleman, 9 strikeouts so far.
Strike 2. Back to back. Taken strikes. And that one, strike 3 called. Got him on 3 pitches. Strikes out the side for the 2nd time in this ball game. And we head to the 5th inning with the Bobcats leading the Louisiana Bulldogs 13-0 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
The Eagle's Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
To the 5th inning. And for the Bobcats, it's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Scherter, Troutman, and Ince. Mooney was able to hold Bowling Green off the scoreboard in the fourth inning. First time Bowling Green failed to score in an inning. They had a run in the first, 9 in the second, 3 in the third to lead this game 13-0. As the throw goes down, we're ready for play.
So you got the first batter to pop up, and then there was a walk, but then 2 strikeouts in a row for Quincy Mooney.
Including a strikeout looking of Graydon Coleman.
Yes.
21 pitches in that first inning of work for Quincy Mooney. He'll have to start against the left-hand hitting Brendan Scherter. Takes the ball inside. Two for 3 today. And the 1-0 pitch. Inside again. Spin Scherter away. 2-0. Ground out a single and a pair of singles. Outside, 3-0. Troutman on deck. And that one's way outside. I was wondering if he had the green light or not with a 13-0 lead, but the choice was made for him. That one tailed into the right-hand batter's box. Brings in David Troutman. Runner goes, throw down, and he is in standing up. Ball gets into center field. They may have a chance at third. The throw is up the line toward home. And it's a stolen base. And
his
an
teammates
error.
were
Go home.
Oh, my.
Stolen base and an E2. Up high, evens the count at 1-1. Troutman, the hitter. He's been on base twice. 2-1. Reached on a fielder's choice. Has a single and a ground out to short. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Troutman takes ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners. And there's going to be a pinch hitter.
Pinch runner. Right? Oh, 23 for 1.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Bear.
Yeah, Stephen Bear takes a strike. Now takes a ball to even the count at 1-1. And another strike to make it 1-2. Runners at second and third. Both there on walks, and that one goes back to the screen. No one can advance. Count even at 2-2. Stephen Blair back in there. And he takes ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the freshman. That's ball 4. Ooh, pretty good pitch. But he's walked the bases loaded. And And the batter will be the first baseman, Alex Reedy, who's got an RBI every time he's coming to the plate. Ball gets away. I didn't see what they called it. This one hit in the air, mile high. Second baseman went back and, oh, big collision between the shortstop and the first baseman. Holding on to the ball is the shortstop Dieters at second base, like at the second base position, not the bag. And I think Hughes is going to have to walk this off a little bit. He's a little stunned. He took a heck of a shot from Dieters. So even though that was on the first base side of second, it's going to go as a pop out to the shortstop for Reedy. Everyone stays put. I think he's okay. Yeah, he gives coach a fist bump to the second baseman. I think Dieters was going to catch that ball no matter who was under it. So bases loaded, one out. And a foul at the plate. 0-1. Bowling Green's going up there hacking after the first three walked. Pop out on the infield. Now an 0-1 count to Carson Canese. The 0-1 from Mooney. Almost hit him. Went behind the batter, 1-1. This one is tomahawked into left and will drop in front of Marks. 2 runs are going to score. And it's 15-0 Bowling Green here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-run single for Canese. Troutman and Scherter score. Ince down to second base. I think that's going to be it for Mooney on the mound today, as he was pitch counted. We're going to have a pinch hitter as well for Bowling Green. Mason Stokes will be the first batter for the Bobcats. And who will he be facing? Looked like the right fielder, Colton Johnson, back out to left rather. And the pitcher is going to be Bryson Marks. He'll be the third pitcher of the day. He starts his warm-ups. We'll take a break, come back with more 5th inning action. Bowling Green leading Louisiana 15-0 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi Sundrop or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. The Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at ourpsb.com. People Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Ball on the first pitch to Stokes. The 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. One out. There's a strike. 2-1 as Marks the third pitcher of the day for Louisiana. And Stokes pinch hitting for McCurdy takes ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 offering. That almost hit him. Bases loaded again on the walk. And takes us back to the top of the order for Mason Murray. 15-0, Bobcats lead. This one grounded to the shortstop. Bobbled, throw across, not in time, and the ball gets away. 2 runs are going to score. 1 on the hit and 1 on the error to make it 17-0. Runners at the corners. RBI single for Murray. Mason gets another RBI hit. This one popped up by Huber on the first pitch he sees, and it will reach the seats. 0-1. He is a pair of singles and a pair of strikeouts today.
Hit it right where his family was.
That one inside, and the runner takes second. 1-1 count to Huber. Runners at second and third, and this one chopped slowly to the shortstop and too slowly. Safe at first is Huber. He had to wait on it to come down. It was such a high chopper. Run comes across, so that's an RBI hit for Brady. In the stat book, it looks like a line drive to left. RBI hit, runners to the corners. And Graydon Coleman will be the batter. Runner takes second. Pitch a strike. The 0-1, way outside and low. 1-1 to Coleman. Struck out looking his last time up. RBI singles in the first and third innings. One bounces off the home plate umpire. 2-1. $17-0 Bowling Green. Top bid. Coleman. There's that sliding glove in his back pocket. This one hit over the shortstop into short center field. 1 run will come across. That makes it 18-0 on the RBI hit by Coleman. He had to reach for that one to stroke it into center. Murray scores. This one is hit over the second baseman on the first pitch to Scherter, and another run comes across. 19-0. RBI for Scherter.
For Scherter.
Runners at first and second now. Just 1 out. And the batter is Troutman. He grounds one off the pitcher's glove to the second baseman. They will underhand to second.
They will remember that a person is running to second.
Yeah. There was definitely some uh-oh looks on the middle infielders' faces.
They got it.
Now runners at first and third, fielder's choice. Puts Troutman aboard. And a ball low and in. Runner takes second. 1-0 count to Stephen Mayer batting for the second time. There's a strike.
Great pitch.
1-1 the count. Second at bat of the inning for Stephen. And that one is over the first baseman and into right field. Here comes Coleman with a big smile on his face. And another collision at the plate. And hobbled.
Shirter's down.
That's
Troutman.
Troutman.
Troutman, excuse me.
And he is in some pain after colliding with the Louisiana catcher, Will Chidster. Both runners were safe to make it 21-0. He gets up. I think he may have turned that ankle stepping on the foot of the catcher.
Yep.
8 runs have crossed in the inning.
Did a Mike Tyson punch out of the ground?
Yeah.
Down goes Tyson.
Runner at first. There are 2 outs, and this one fouled at the plate. Oh and 1 to Alex Reedy, batting for the 5th time today. This one is hit into left and a foul ball.
You watched the hands this time, right?
Oh, yeah.
It sounded exactly the same to me. Of course, the dirt and the allergies, I feel like I'm in a well.
Reedy behind in the count 0-2. Takes that one up high, a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first with 2 down. And this one is hit into left center. On the run, making the catch is Landon Brown to retire the side. A good catch. 21-0 after an 8-run 5th inning. Louisiana last chance coming up. They trail by 3 touchdowns on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
So Coleman going to try for the complete game in the 5th for Louisiana. It's going to be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Chidster, Mooney, and Brown. 21-0.
He's giving up 2 hits.
Run in the first, 9 in the second, 3 in the third, and then 8 in the 5th for Bowling Green. Louisiana has gotten a runner to third base twice. Been stranded both times, including a bases loaded effort in the third. 21-0 here on the final day of the regular season. The district at Clopton will start on Friday. Bowling Green's district at Ellsbury, they've got a game on Saturday. One game on Saturday, and then the two semifinals are on Monday. So Mark Twain will play
Whitfield
on Saturday.
That's the 4-5 matchup. Winner will get top-seeded Ellsbury.
And then Bowling Green, the 3 seed.
Pryor is the 3 seed, I believe.
Okay.
No, I think I have that wrong. I don't know.
I think it's backward.
Bowling Green and Priory.
Yeah. Chitster takes the ball low, and we're underway in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a strike, evens the count 1-1. Chitster 0 for 1 with the strikeout. That was back in the 3rd inning. Misses, 2 balls, 1 strike. 81 pitches for Coleman. Entering this inning in a swing and a miss. 2-2 to the leadoff man for Louisiana here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They need 13 runs just to keep the game going, and a strike called. Backward K. Second time Chitster is struck out.
11 strikeouts for Coleman. Mooney is coming as close as you're going to come to scoring for Louisiana. He made it around to 3rd in the 3rd inning.
Did they add an extra run to Bowling Green on the scoreboard?
I believe they did.
Yeah, it was 8 runs in the 5th inning, not 9.
That's
21
right.
nothing. That one fouled off the screen by Mooney.
Yeah, 8 runs.
Yeah.
1, 9, 3, 0, 8.
There's strike 2. To Mooney with Brown on deck. 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit high. Ball and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3 called. First count, 2 have gone down looking here in the bottom of the 5th, and Louisiana down to their final out.
Their starting pitcher, Landon Brown.
Made a nice running catch in center field to end the top half of this inning. And the first pitch he sees in this at bat is low and away for ball 1.
Wish good luck to both of these teams as they enter the postseason. Catch some pictures of this online.
This one chopped to the third baseman. Up with it. And the throw over is wild, and that's going to be an infield hit. He had to do everything he could just to get the ball across as slow as that ball was going. 2-out hit for Brown, and that'll bring in Weston Dieters.
Weston, the first one to get a hit off of Graydon Coleman. Got that in the 3rd.
3rd hit of the day for the Bulldogs. 2 of them have been infield singles, and that one almost hit him. I think he's trying to say it did hit him. Hey, it hit me too. Can I go to first?
Easy.
Hit by pitch is the call. Dieters to first.
Oh, whoops.
Brown to second. Johnson will be the batter.
And he's drawn a walk.
That one fouled off the screen, 0-1.
Drawn a walk a couple of times, hasn't he?
Walked in the 2nd and the 3rd innings. Farthest he's made it is second base in this game. And an 0-1 count. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. Single and a hit by pitch, and that one called a ball. 1-1. The next from Coleman. Strike 2. And Louisiana down to their final strike is Johnson. Behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Bottom of the 5th inning, 21-0 Bobcats, and that one misses to even things up. 2-2 to Colton Johnson. Coleman wipes the sweat off and delivers the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. Final score, Bowling Green 21, Louisiana nothing. Back at the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Final and 5, Bowling Green on the road defeats Louisiana 21-0. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth as these teams end their regular season and move on to district play. Bowling Green will be at the Ellsbury District. Louisiana will be at the Clopton District.
That's right.
And
Class 2 District 5 and Class 3 District 5.
So the next action for Louisiana will be on Friday.
That's right. We'll have that right here on KJFM Radio.
Eagle 102 Sports will have all the action. I'm trying to pull up the times on those.
I think it's 4:30 and 6:30.
Yeah. Trying to figure out who plays at 4:30 and who
4:30 is Van Far.
There you go. Van Far against Paris, the 4-5 matchup.
That's right.
And then Clopton, Louisiana at 6:30 on Friday. That's the 3-6. Clopton is the 3, Louisiana the 6. The 2 will take on the winner of Clopton and Louisiana. That's Silex on the 20th. That'll be the late game. And then Veritas Christian Academy will take on the winner of that Van Far Paris game. That's the early game on the 20th. And Bowling Green will have to wait until Monday to play.
That's right.
At Ellsbury.
That's right. Ellsbury will play first. They'll play at 5:30. They're going to play the winner of the 4-5 matchup between Mark Twain and Whitfield.
Mark Twain the 4, Whitfield the 5 seed. That game will be Saturday morning at 10 o'clock.
That's right. And then after the exciting conclusion of that, Ellsbury, the number 1 seed, hosting their own Class 3 District 5 district. Then it will be Bowling Green.
Priory against 3 seed Bowling Green.
Oh, that's what I was
Not
doing.
Not a 3-6, a 2-5.
That's
2-3.
right. That's right.
And that'll be the 7:30 game.
Should have known that with a 4-5 play-in game.
Yeah, there you go. Final in this one, 21-0. We'll take a break, come back with the final pitching and hitting numbers. Wrap things up for the regular season after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Well, I think I got those pitching numbers straightened out in that short
for
break.
Louisiana.
Yeah, for, the win today, going 5 innings, scoreless, was Greg Coleman. Let's see his numbers on
13 strikeouts. He had 2 walks and 2 hits. No runs.
There you go. I didn't write down the last strikeout. I only had 18 seconds during that break. Leave me alone. Yep, no runs, 2 hits, 13 Ks, 3 walks, a hit batter. Faced 21.
Oh, yes, hit batter.
Faced 21 Louisiana hitters over 5 innings. The loss goes to Landon Brown. He pitched the first 3 innings and allowed 13 runs on 14 hits. Only walked 2, struck out 3 in his 3 innings of work. Big innings for Bowling Green were the 3rd and the 5th. They scored 9 times in the 3rd, 8 times in the 5th. Adding a run in the 1st and 3 more in the 4th. The only scoreless inning was the 4th inning. Yeah, it was the 5th inning that they scored 3 times. So goes run in the 1st, 9 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, and 8 in the 5th as Bowling Green puts 21 on the board on the final day of the regular season to beat Louisiana at Wallace Park 21-0. For April Fronick, Mark Fronick saying we'll see you for postseason baseball next here on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Serving the Twin Pike region on